At the top here, I've got my life planner. I feel like doing a mid-year reset is so much more helpful for me rather than doing like a new year reset. Today I thought we could have a nice little reset day. So we're gonna reset the house, reset me, just like reset my space. So I'm very excited. You can hear the washing on in the background. That has 8 minutes to go. And my space is just not what I want it to be. It's just not in order. So let's get my space in order. It's almost the middle of the year, so I guess we could call this like a mid-year reset. Firstly, let's clean the kitchen from last night because she's not looking good. Also, I'll only be able to wear this for like 5 or 10 minutes this morning because it's about to get warm, unfortunately. It should be winter, but it's not. It makes me really sad. Let's clean the kitchen. Also, if you ever want to get an hoodie, there's always a discount code down in my description because how could you not want one of these? Like, they're just so cozy. The music for today. The morning sun on my face, it just gives me such a little spark to have a good day. Maybe I'll play my serotonin playlist. If there's one thing about me, I love making playlists on Spotify. And this one just makes me so happy. It's just called Serotonin. I love it. All right, let's clean.
I'll forget how the West was one mess. I just know these people try and say because they hate you.
As I'm cleaning the kitchen, I've just realized I went to make myself some toast and it's still sitting in the toaster. How did I forget about breakfast? That's gonna be so cold now. Maybe I should have breakfast first.
A lot of people in town that I miss lately. Think I'll borrow tomorrow's happiness for today.
As always, after I shower, I always use this Restore and Refresh Growth Bomb like spray because it just smells so good. It smells like peppermint and I love the smell of peppermint. I'm also not going to show it in detail on camera, but how much hair is too much hair to be coming off your head after a hair wash? Because I'm starting to get a little concerned. I mean, I have a lot of hair, like I've got thick hair, like I've just got so much of it, but so much also comes out after a shower and I'm like, anyway, maybe TMI, but I almost feel like nothing is TMI. I don't know, I should have boundaries. This is probably really awful quality and sound and light and everything, But I have a bit more computer work to do, but I thought I would come and just lay in the backyard to air dry my hair because I'm trying not to use hot tools on it as much because my hair is so damaged. Thought I'd just come and do the last part of my vlog. And I also need to do some extra wedding invites because some people that we originally invited have RSVP'd no, which has opened up space for other people who we were going to invite but we just didn't have enough space for. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. I have 3 people in mind, so I'm gonna do up their invites and print them out. I'm actually seeing one of them today at 1, so I should get that done, but I need to get the thumbnail done for the weekly vlog first so then I can upload that one and then do the invites while that's uploading. But yeah, after I finish resetting today, then I'm gonna do like a mid-year reset. So like I'm gonna look at my financials, I'm gonna look at like the way we do groceries, like what we're paying for, like all the like kind of boring like bills and stuff, but then some really fun ones. I feel like doing a mid-year reset is so much more helpful for me rather than doing like a new year reset at the start of the year, because I feel like there's just so much going on at the start of the year. Like there's the whole Christmas break, there's family catch-ups, like it's so go go go, and to do a big reset at the start of the year it just feels so chaotic, whereas in the middle of the year it kind of feels like things are a little bit slow. And so I feel like that's the perfect time to reset your life. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and do my thumbnail and my invites while my hair air dries in the sun.
How did you find me? The silver lining. I was blinded by the dark till you showed me where to start. Wherever the wind blows, wherever your light goes, I will follow you around. I won't let the sun go down without you. Tell me you need me, tell me you care. Show me your weakness when life isn't fair. Oh, I was a sad, sad story until you let down your hair. So even if you lose your way, I will still be there.
This is what 20 minutes in the blistering sun does to my hair. She's dry, but she doesn't look very good. So before my appointment at Savo, I'm gonna go straighten it. Anyway, this is her in all of her natural beauty. Look at this little curl that comes in, fabulous. Anyway, let's make some lunch. Oh, and I've also realized that I need to update my version of Adobe, so I can't actually do any of these wedding invites until this is updated. I don't know if you can hear outside, but it is raining and I could not be happier. Cozy rainy days are just my favorite ever. I am meant to start work at 9, but it's currently 8, but it's so dead when it's raining, so they probably won't need me, so I'm gonna keep an eye out for a phone call. I'm hoping that the rain in the background is more soothing than annoying. So this is like the main part of the mid-year reset. We're gonna be talking goals, habits, what's working, what's not working, and just kind of like set myself up for the second half of the year, because as I said previously in this video, I just find like the start of the year resets just so chaotic. The end of one year and the start of another year, there's just so much going on. Like I feel like you don't really have time to just sit, breathe and reset. I'm gonna have to go out in the rain with the dogs. Am I ever gonna be able to start this video? I don't know. We've got the zoomies now because we've just been in the rain. Hey! Zig! Ziggy loves throwing pillows everywhere. Are you okay? Anyway, let's set up the rest of our year for success. Firstly, I'm going to go in with the goals, because if you don't check in with your goals halfway through the year, you'll get to the end and be like, oh, I forgot what my goals were. If you see me looking this way, I wrote notes on my laptop just like for goals and stuff. And Ziggy, I can't take you seriously. So one of the first goals I made at the end of 2024 for 2025 was to get Cookie at 10 orders a month. And I think I'm on track with that. It's currently May, and this month I have done 4 orders. So like almost halfway through the year, almost halfway to my goal. Kind of makes sense. I think I maybe reached a little bit too far to get like consistent 10 orders a month, but we'll see how we go. I'm up to 4 orders a month, so that's pretty good. Are we right? My next goal that I didn't really have a lot of control over was become a boss. I now have more clarity on that one. It won't happen this year, potentially next year or the year after, depending on where we're at in our lives, like if we want to take on that responsibility. But yeah, we are still having conversation about that. Very exciting. I feel like I really shouldn't have said anything. I feel like I've been alluding to this thing for like 2 years. It like might happen, it might not happen. I can't share anything because it's just been such a long process. Like I thought it was going to be, yep, done. But no, that's okay, that's fine. We just move through it. The next goal I set myself was to let things go. I'm so much better at letting things go than I was last year. So that's progress. But I feel like some things you just can't let go and you can't like sweep under the rug. You need to face them head on, because I'm getting to the point, if I let too many things go, I end up doing the work of other people. So that's not on for me. Yeah, that's not on for me. I think it's a fine line and I'm still trying to find that balance, but I'm definitely a lot better at letting things go than I was last year. But there are some situations where if you let it go, then you end up copying it. So yeah, I don't know. I think you just got to read the situation and yeah, adjust from there. But yeah, it's really tricky, but I think I'm definitely getting better at that. My next goal was to be in the best shape for my wedding. I think that's really coming along. Like I ran 7Ks last week. Absolutely crazy to me. Like I had always just put myself in the box of like, oh my God, running is so hard. I could never run. I could never become a runner. And then I used this program from like couch to 5K and now I can run 7Ks. Like bear in mind, it was hard. Like it was really hard. But yeah, I would say I'm in pretty good shape. I think people think of like being in the best shape ever as like what you look like, whereas I feel like I haven't changed my looks in pretty much 10 years maybe. Like I'm someone who's very much like stayed the same. So like I don't care about the appearance. I just care about like how I feel, how healthy I am, like what's inside my body, if that makes sense. So I would say I'm in like the best shape of my life. And I think that's all of the goals I wrote for 2025. So I would say I'm on track. I thought I would just also quickly touch on some decluttering tips, because I feel like if your space is cluttered, your mind is cluttered, and that's just really not a good feeling. So for my physical space, I declutter like a quick speed round of 15 minutes where I just walk around, I find everything that's like really, really messy, I put it away, I vacuum it, I clean it, I whatever. And at the end of that 15 minutes, I can either stop, or if I'm on a roll with something, I'll just keep going. But it's really nice to like set that time. It's like, okay, I only have to do 15 minutes if I want to, or I can go for longer. I think that's really, really helpful at the end of every day. We just do a quick speed run of like 15 minutes. And that's really helped me kind of keep on top of my space. And also digital declutter. So I go through my laptop, my phone, all my cameras, and I just declutter everything once a month. So at the end of every month, I'll go through all of my files, I'll organize them into where they need to go. Like I put some things on a hard drive. A lot of the photos I take on my phone, I don't even need. So like I just put them into a category like Jan 2025. And then I go back and sort that out later when I have time. I just like the little tips on how I declutter my space and my life. Now, the current measures that I have in place for like organizing life, so like the life admin, I'm halfway there to where I want to be. Firstly, the budget. So we budget every fortnight. So we sit down and we go through all of our bank accounts, all of our statements, where we're spending what. And at the start of every month, we put in like a limit for all the different categories. So we have a grocery limit, we have a my spending limit, his spending limit, we have a dog's limit, just like a whole bunch of things, like including bills and stuff like that. And we would normally sit down every fortnight, but we've been a little bit slack these last couple months, not gonna lie. I also don't really know why that is. I feel like money is just such a taboo topic, like no one really talks about it. And that's why when we do the budget and we're looking at all of the numbers and it's moving around, especially with all of this like wedding planning process, I think the budget is just, it's something that's gone into the back burner. The money's looking stable, it's looking good, so I think we're doing good in that department. Next up, groceries. The way we do our groceries could not be more perfect. we have the perfect grocery system set up, and I just need to show you. So we use Notion, and I use a template specifically by Fauna on Etsy. Basically to plan my life, and specifically the groceries, I use Notion. And I use an Etsy template from By Fauna. It's always in my description if you ever want to check it out. So basically this template is just, it's so cute, it's so aesthetic, and it works really, really well. So this is what mine looks like. It's like a life planner, and I have a little quote. It says, "To be lame in the eyes of somebody I would never want to be like is nothing but an ultimate success." Like, tell me why that doesn't just spark something in you. If you don't get along with someone, if you don't like someone, but you don't ever want to be like them, like, that's a success. Like, if they don't like the way you're living and you don't like the way they're living. Anyway, that's irrelevant. I'm showing you my groceries. So basically at the top here, I've got my life planner, I've got my little quote, and then here I have my groceries. I really need to work on my cleaning one, but the groceries is the one that I use the most. So this is my groceries list. So you can tap on this up here. So it's like shopping list, add items, and then just items. So if you go to just items, so this items section is where you're at the cupboard, you're ticking everything that you need to get on the grocery shop. And then you go back up here and then you go shopping list, and all of those things will show up in the shopping list. So then when you're at the shops, you can tick off everything, and it is just the most handy thing ever. So these are basically just our things that we did last week. I think we're doing our grocery shop again tomorrow maybe. But yeah, it is just so handy. And they have all of these categories as well, like household supplies, frozen, beverages, meat, fruits, veggies, essentials, dairy, dry. Like, it is just the best way to do groceries. Yeah, we used to like write all of our groceries down. We used to like print out a piece of paper, and it worked for a little while, but it just didn't work as well because there was a whole extra admin step to that. But this is just incredible. I also don't know why I have that picture there. I really should change that. But yeah, if you do want to get this template, there's just a link down in my description. A girl I was friends with in high school actually created this, and I just think it is the most aesthetic looking thing, and yeah, I just love it. So that's how we do our groceries. Onto the chores. So I don't really have anything set in place for the chores. I basically just look around, I'm like, oh, that needs cleaning, and then I just clean it. But then I notice in the middle of the year, like these, for example, the Venetian blinds, so filthy, need to clean. And there's like blinds all around the house, and then there's like the things that you don't even really think about, like the backs of cupboards and like in little nooks and crannies where you just don't normally look. I feel like it's all really piled up now. I need to get like a chores thing in place. There is one on here, but I just never gravitate towards it, so I think I will need to create a new one of those, but that's on my list of things to do. The current one is cute, like there's nothing wrong with it. I just never think to use it. So it's got like daily, weekly, and like all the little things you could be doing, and you just like check them off as you do them. So it's definitely a good thing to have, but I just never think to look in there. Like, I've got daily things on here like vacuum, unstack dishwasher, fill dishwasher, laundry, like just the basic ones that you do pretty much every single day. Then I've got like a yearly section that has like pressure wash the house, clean the aircon, deep clean the windows and stuff like that. And like, it's really good to have this sort of structure, but I just never use it. That's something that I need to work on, and this is something that I'll do off camera. But another thing for like a mid-year reset is to like go through all of your bills, and so see if you can get like a cheaper phone plan somewhere, see if you can get better deals on your car insurance, your home insurance, all of your insurances. It's so much fun. That's also another really good thing to do if you are in the process of saving money, or like saving up for a house or a car or anything like that, or you just want to pay off some debt. I think definitely looking into your monthly subscriptions as well. So like if you have Netflix and Disney and Paramount and Stan and all of the things, like we only have one at a time of those things. So we watch all of the shows on like Disney Plus, for example. Then we get rid of Disney, we go on to Netflix, then we get rid of Netflix, and so on and so on. Just so we don't have all of these subscriptions running at once, because they add up. And also the Apple subscriptions as well. If you don't know where your Apple subscriptions are coming from, like definitely assess. Yeah, I think that's everything for my little mid-year reset. If you do anything for your mid-year reset, please let me know. It scares me so much when the dogs are just so calm and then all of a sudden they just bark like it's an emergency. I don't mean to keep harping on about this, but if you have reactive dogs, or if you have experience with reactive dogs, please let me know. Any tips or tricks for anything at all because I'm at my wit's end. Okay, now they got the zoomies. Oh, I actually just got a message. Good morning, you can stay home today. It's pretty dead. Perfect. Well, that's a good time to end off this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.